Welcome back to the Rosy Pears channel. Today we're doing some more experimental r/slash channels, and today we're doing r/AITA. We have a few stories today, one in which including a dad who goes the full 9 and cancels his daughter's date. Let's check that out. Before we get started, I would really appreciate if you guys would like my video at the end. If you absolutely did like it, comment down below what I can do better, what different pages I can try. And if you absolutely love my videos, you can subscribe and share my videos around. That way more people know about them and try them out. But enough with my rambling. Let's get our popcorn and soda, kids, and find out AITI. Our first question comes from Main Hippo 6627, who asks AITA for canceling my daughter's date. FYI, I'm a single dad and have been for 11 years. Her mom essentially ran out on us. My daughter, Victoria, is 14, and she's a great kid. Makes me a proud dad, but as the teen years have arrived, we certainly had our fair share of disagreements over grades and clothes, mainly. Unfortunately, she's interested in boys now, and they're interested in her. God, if you're listening, send help. Normally, when she says that she has a date, I'm fine. I meet the kid, they go to their house, that's kind of my rule. I don't do some big goofy, if you don't have my daughter home by 9 on the nose, I'm coming hunting for you. Big scary dad speech. I just want to meet the kid so I can put a face to a name. A few days ago, she said a guy named Vince asked her out. Fine. Well, Friday night came and I get told from Victoria that, he's not good at talking to parents and doesn't like to do it. Sarcastically, I said that I loved hearing that and that I was at ease hearing that this guy actively avoids parents. She's got a PhD in my sarcasm, so I receive an eye roll. I said he could use tonight as practice for talking to parents. She said that he doesn't have to do anything he doesn't want to. I said if he's not meeting me, she's not going on a date. I got a foot stomp and that's not fair. I told her I wasn't being overbearing, I just wanted to meet this kid. She told me that she was going to do what she wanted. I told her to text this guy that the date was off and go to her room. She started crying, sent her text, told me she hated me, went to her room, and slammed the door a few times. AITA. Well, I have to be honest, my dad was the same way when I was a kid. When I started dating, his only rule was they come here, we meet them. I don't care what you guys do. I just want to meet him. That way I know what face I can bash in when you get hurt. Granted, that part was a joke, but everybody knows that dads have to meet the guy that you're going out with before you can go out with him. It's like an unwritten rule in the unwritten parenting handbook. You know, that handbook that parents say they have, even though everyone says, there's no handbook for raising a child. What are you supposed to do? But no, Main Hippo is not the a-hole in this situation because he's just being a dad. He just wants her to be safe and he just wants her to have a good time. I mean, it's not that bad that this kid meets the parents. I mean, there's nothing wrong with meeting the parents. I met my husband's parents and it's not a bad thing. I mean, what happens if you meet the guy, you get a bad vibe from him, and all of a sudden she comes home in absolute tears? That's not a good thing. That's not something that you want to live with. Not to mention that if this kid is so against meeting you, that means he has absolutely no respect for you or your daughter. And if he does not respect your daughter, he's not a person that you want around your child. So I'm not going to fault the daughter for this because she's being a rebellious teenager and she's like, I can do whatever I want, even though honestly you can't. But I'm not going to fault dad either because he's just doing what he always does. And if she wants to bend the rules just this one time, well, she's not going to be able to she's not going to be able to go anywhere if she doesn't follow those rules. Our next question comes from Awareness Upset 7147. Am I the asshole for being cold to my son's girlfriend because she thought I was 10 years older than I am? I am a 41-year-old woman with 2 children. The main one in this situation is the oldest, Sam, 22. We were on a vacation trip to northern Michigan at the family cabin, and he brought his girlfriend Angie, 21, up to meet me, his father, and his grandparents, and various other family who were here. So the situation was that his girlfriend's mother and I grew up in the same smallish town, and his girlfriend mentioned her name, and I didn't recognize it. She was surprised and figured we went to school together. I asked what year she graduated, and she said 1989. I said, well, I'm class of 99, so yeah, I don't know her. She then said, oh, I thought you were the same age. This hurt my feelings quite a bit, and I tried to hide it and was too quiet the rest of the night, I guess. My sister-in-law and mother-in-law noticed, and we went out by the lake and had some wine. They reassured me that she was just a kid, had no clue how to guess ages. I guess my mother-in-law mentioned to her that guessing women's ages isn't the best thing to do, because my son left this morning and said it was because we were cold and iced her out after a simple remark. I was just upset and needed time to feel my feels. But my son is very upset and thinks I'm an asshole. I think it was okay. I don't know how to... I don't know. I mean, well, she is a little wrong to try to guess your age and just assume that you're older than you are. She should have just accepted that you said you were in a different graduating class and not said, oh, I thought you were older or anything like that. But at the same time, you could have used it as a learning experience and said, well, things happen and sometimes people have kids earlier or later in life than normal. Like, my husband's parents are 20 years younger than my parents, and every time he tells me about it, because I keep forgetting, he just says, yeah, that's not true with my parents. My parents are 20 years younger than yours. I'm like, oh, I forgot. Because it happens. Sometimes people have kids nowadays that, I don't know. It's hard to say who is in the wrong in this situation. Comment down below if you know who could be in the wrong in this situation, because I can't pinpoint. I mean, it's just an honest mistake. No one sucks here, but everybody's in the wrong. It's just hard to tell. If you're not sure of something, just ask questions. Don't just assume. And if someone makes an assumption and it's wrong, or asks a question and they're wrong, you don't have to be mean about it and make them feel left out. Just let them know, hey, that's not true, and here's how. And just education is a thing. Education is a thing. And if you're not willing to teach, how is other people willing to learn? Our final question is from Rydon MAD, and I'm pretty sure I can give some information on this one. He says, am I the asshole for not being too excited at my girlfriend's surprise visit? I, 23 male, have a girlfriend, 22 female, of 4 years. We rarely get to see each other because we live in different cities. The distance increased even more after we got into two different universities, which are located at two opposite ends of our country. Even with the distance and rare visitations, we managed to maintain a very healthy relationship. 3 days ago, she told me she'll be coming to my city to meet me. I was ecstatic and was really excited to meet her after a long time. I started making plans to make the most of our time together. I started looking up the best restaurants to eat at, the best places to visit, making reservations. You get the picture. She was supposed to catch a train to my city this morning. However, I woke up this morning to her text saying that she missed the train because she overslept and wouldn't be able to come until the day after tomorrow. Needless to say, I was quite disappointed and a lot of the excitement was gone. But I wasn't mad at her because stuff like this can happen. So I canceled some of the reservations I made and just went on with my day. But soon I started to notice some things. When we would text each other, she would suddenly go offline out of nowhere, then come back online after a minute or two. This happened multiple times within a short period of time. It was really unusual for her because she'd always stay online while texting me, and if the Wi-Fi acted up, she would have just told me. I thought nothing of it at first, then around the time the train was supposed to arrive, she asked me where I was. Then she told me some friend of hers happens to be in the university campus right now, and I should meet up with her as soon as possible. That's when I got suspicious, because she almost never introduces me to her friends because of an incident in the past. Then I realized she was already in the city and wanted to surprise me. The reason she went offline so many times was because she was using cellular data sitting inside a moving train the whole time. Thus, she was getting out of the network's range frequency. So I went to the campus, and lo and behold, she's waiting for me there. She runs up to me all giddy and excited. I was genuinely happy to see her, but obviously wasn't as surprised nor as excited as she'd hoped. She quickly caught on and asked me why. I told her I'd already figured out she was here because she kind of made it obvious. Also, some of my plans have been ruined, so I'm really happy to see her nonetheless. She got upset, saying I ruined her surprise and clearly was not happy to see her. I told her that I am happy, but the surprise was obvious, unnecessary, ruined some of my plans, and the reservations may not be attainable again while she's here. Now she's giving me the cold shoulder and is barely talking to me. I guess I could have acted surprised for her sake, but that just feels pretentious and dishonest. Am I the asshole? Honestly, I'm gonna say everybody sucks in this moment. Everybody sucks here because, yes, he is a bit of an asshole for ruining what she thought was a really exciting surprise. But at the same time, she kind of sucks because the day of, she decided, you know what, I'm just going to say that I missed the train and I'll surprise him at the train station for one reason or another. If you really wanted to surprise him, maybe don't bring up that you're going to be showing up in town. And even if she is going to do something like this, she's obviously trying to surprise you and make you feel happy to see her, even more ecstatic to see her. So you could at least just fake it. Like I said, everyone sucks in this moment because, well, you could have just acted. They both could have just acted like they were happy. Even if it's just something small as, oh my god, I didn't know you were going to be here. This is amazing. Or, oh my god, I thought you missed the train. Oh my god, we're both so ecstatic to see each other. You could just pretend. There's nothing, what did he say, pretentious and dishonest about pretending. It's not pretentious to act like you're excited to see your girlfriend, who you should be excited to see. And it's not dishonest to go along with her little fake surprise thing when you knew she was coming the whole time. But at the same time, she sucks for saying that day that she missed the train and she wasn't going to be there until tomorrow. I mean, she could have just said that she had a surprise for you that needed to be picked up at the train station, and then, surprise, the surprise is me. I guess what I'm saying here is everybody's in the wrong, everybody's in the right, everyone sucks in this situation. It's hard to tell who is the true asshole in this scenario, but I mean, I've done something like this. When my ex-boyfriend was graduating from college, I told him that I was going to send him a surprise by mail, and it was going to be a big surprise. It would be on an airplane, and it would have to be picked up at the airport, and all sorts of other stuff. I didn't tell him it was going to be me. And then he shows up at the airport, and I'm like, hey, are you at the airport yet? Your surprise is here. Your surprise is there. And he's like, why? What's my surprise? And then I get off the plane, and I'm like, hi, it's me. And he obviously was really excited. I just feel like if I had told him I was coming that entire time, and then the day I was supposed to show up, I told him, actually, I'm not showing up. But, by the way, if you just still go to the airport, that would be cool. That's a dick move. So, Yes, he sucks for not even pretending to go along with her little fake surprise, but also she sucks for making this obvious month-long plan into an actual surprise. Everyone sucks in this situation. There's just no way around it. Anyway, guys, that was AITA. If you have any differing opinions on my judgmental ideas on who is and is not wrong in these situations, then comment down below and let me know your side of the story, what you think, what you feel, who is wrong, who is not wrong. If you have a different idea or have an expanding opinion to mine, then go ahead and let me know, because I'm always willing to listen. If you guys have a different page that you want me to try, go ahead and comment that down below, because I am always willing to listen. If you liked the video, go ahead and leave it a like. If you want more people to know about it, go ahead and share it around, and subscribe as well, because I'm trying to get to 100 subscribers by the end of the year. And the year is more than half over, so I need to pick it up. Thanks, guys. Bye.